Now, the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, has evolved to meet modern challenges and remain relevant. Skills acquisition and entrepreneurship development are some of the cardinal programs of the NYSC. In this weekend special, Babajide Kolade-Otitoju witnessed the grand finale of the SAED program at the NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp in Sagamu, Ogun State. Here is the story.
On the 5th of April 2022, I visited the NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp, Sagamu, Ogun State. It is often described as the best equipped NYSC orientation camp in the country, and some have dubbed it the 5-star NYSC orientation camp. Thankfully, I was visiting on the final day of the NYSC Skills Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Training. The stadium was packed by Corp members who had come to witness the showcase of various crafts made by various groups of Corp members after 10 days of in-camp training. The Corp members had acquired various skills, including event decoration, interior decoration, branding, automobile diagnostic services, block molding, welding, metal fabrication and aluminium works, shoemaking, agro-allied services like beekeeping and fishery management, hairdressing, among others. One after another, the various groups filed out to be assessed by the management of the NYSC in Ogun State, led by the state coordinator, Dr. Belinda Faneye. The teams explained to the assessors the essence of their craft and how it will benefit them by way of self-sustenance after the service year.
One of the things that we have learned from the SAED class is how to make essentials that people need. So instead of us sitting and waiting for when to get a job or who will call or whatever, even during our PPA, even during our service year, we can start making a living from selling this to people. Our facilitator was so kind enough to teach us how to approach clients, what we need, when we need them, how to put them all together.
But from the very first day, we did this, I did this, and many of us, we did this from the very first day. It taught us how to turn ourselves. We did the style ourselves, and it mixed the dye for us for the first day, but we dyed it ourselves, and subsequently we were doing it ourselves.
We started this class about 2 weeks ago, and we have learned so much. We have learned how to make shoes, how to make slippers, male slippers, female slippers, how to make bags, and how to make belts. We made this now. We used our local materials from the leathers that he provided for us, and we were able to construct these beautiful patterns.
Washing bleaching time to take care of your clothes as well. And we have the body scrub, so body wash to also take care of your body, so to give you that glow. Now we have the hair styling gel to keep your hair in shape, and also your anti-dandruff hair to take good care of your hair. The air conditioner for washing your hair to give it that nice radiant look, and also the liquid fresh.
The 3D floor tiles group excited everyone by making their presentation in form of a drama sketch.
Sorry, please, I need where I can get tiles, please.
Madam, good day. You're looking for tiles, right?
Yes, I just built a new house now and I need quality tiles.
Tiles is okay, tiles is perfect.
Yes.
But let me introduce you to a new technology. Come, take a look at this. This is 3D epoxy floor. This is a new technology floor used in the interior industry.
Okay, wait. You said this one is 3D?
Yes.
This one that look like artwork.
This is not artwork. This is just a sample of what will be in the floor of your house. Now imagine you having this on the floor of your living room, in your bedroom, in your bedroom, every part of your house.
Okay, wait. I should have this on the floor.
Yes.
See, let me tell you, I have like 4 children, 4 boys, and you want me to put this on the floor. Is it not slippery?
This is not slippery. Come touch it. This, even tiles is more slippery than this. Take a look at it. And let me remind you, it might look glassy or you might think it will scratch. No, after installation, we'll help you with an anti-scratch on it so it will not scratch. You get it at the perfect way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
See, I don't like all this shark, what am I saying? Is it fish, dolphin?
I'm coming.
Can I have something else aside this image?
It is fire resistant and it can last as long as 20 years.
Oh, that's nice. This is a 3D epoxy class, and we're able to produce this in less than 10 days. And we're able to make this nice design. Thank you for this class. Thank you so much.
Thank you, SAED.
SAED.
I moved to the SAED pavilion, where I engaged the core members directly on their works. They told me they won't mind taking their newly acquired skills to the next level.
So when I joined the class, I was able to cut and sew dresses, make a lot of beautiful dresses in which I am hoping to also pursue after my camp, so that I'll be able to teach others, also employ others as students to my to be able to learn from me what I've learned from the camp, and not only from the camp, what I'll be able to learn outside also, so that they can be able to make beautiful dresses and make a living out of this business. Because I've already learned that one can gain a whole lot of things from fashion designing, because people make millions, even thousands of nairas from fashion designing, and they are really making it, and they are not working in the bank.
Learning point. I'm already making my money already, because I can drive to my mates as other members in the hostel as well, without even being outside the camp. So I'm making money already.
Already making money
yes.
while here.
While here already. That's why it's
interesting.
It's better.
Your guys need to get some commission.
And it's so easy. It's within hours I'm done already. You don't need to waste time on it. That's why.
And you didn't know how to do this before now?
I came here with zero knowledge of Android. No idea at all.
And you started making money right on camp?
Yes, sir.
That's interesting. Are there others too who have begun making money?
Yes, sir.
If, for example, you do not get a white collar job, would you be interested in making this a career?
Definitely, sir. Yes, sir. 100%. Yes, it's a lucrative job. Plan on opening UNICEF Sagamu, employing other youths to create job opportunities in this line of business.
Have you always liked this, or you just began to like it when you got here?
I've always had interest, but SAED gave me the opportunity to actually further my interest in it.
Some very beautiful shoes made by core members within the short time that the trainers had to work with them. They've been able to come up with some fantastic designs. You know, look at this. You are probably going to buy this at a premium. But these young core members have come up with these designs, and the future looks really promising. Would you want to take this further by embracing it as a career?
Yes, sir.
From our little knowledge, our residual knowledge from fashion,
yes,
we brought it into Ankara art. Like from a 6 year to Ankara now, where we make our dresses, the little ones remaining, we thought of what can we use it to do. So clothes cards, handbags, shoes, jewelry to match it. And also fascinator, like our own fascinator.
Fascinator.
Yes.
So
Earrings also.
They also make jobs.
You do even make this yourself?
Yes. It's like wallpaper for wall decoration. So using Ankara, we can make different designs.
Other categories of core members express joy at the opportunity to learn new skills that they need to be self-employed and to become employers of labor rather than job seekers.
Even if a white-collar job is forthcoming, that just gives you an extra edge. Some people decide at some point, I don't want to work for someone, I just want to be on my own, I just want to be my own boss, and I probably want to create opportunities, so at least I can rest a bit and know that I have established something in my name. So that could also work for someone who just doesn't like to follow protocol or work under other people, and I think it's an innovative program.
So with this, when I go out after the camp, I can create something for myself, even create job opportunities for others.
Dorcas Ayano Habo is delighted at the way the training has gone.
the quality is actually very high because their products can compete favorably in the market. What we also do in SAED is we bring in partners that talk to them about quality. For example, we bring in a standard organization that will tell them how to compete favorably in the market by producing quality products.
As the core members filed out of the stadium, their minds are focused on the future and how they can play their part in wealth creation and contribute meaningfully to the nation's economic growth. And thankfully, even outside the orientation camp, their training can continue. The NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp in Sagamu has one of the best skills acquisition and entrepreneurship centers in the country. It was donated to the NYSC by the Office of the Senior Special Advisor to the President on Sustainable Development Goals. Dr. Belinda Fani, NYSC Ogun State Coordinator, speaks more on how the center was secured.
This center was donated to us by the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on SDG. And when she went round and she saw what was in place in the camp, and she asked me what I would want her to do for us, I brought her to this site and I told her that I would want a skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development center where the core members, while they are in camp, they can learn from the skills. And when they are outside camp, there's an arrangement that we are making where they can bring them to camp because we have accommodation here. For the core members, they do not need to pay. They have their trainers, they have their facilitators. If they have to pay at all, maybe for some of the materials, which are not expensive.
It is equipped with more than 100 sewing machines, block molding machines, automobile diagnostic machines, knitting machines, welding machines, photography and videography equipment, educational equipment for those who wish to be trained as school preparators. It also has a conference room and a state-of-the-art ICT section with at least 75 computer systems. Dr. Fani showed me around the facility. Here at the Sagamu NYSC camp, there is a functional NYSC farm as well as a facility for fishery management. Precious Ogali is a graduate of the Bells University of Technology. Fish production is his passion. He thanked the NYSC for giving him an opportunity as good as this.
When we were in command then, they taught us how to plant maize. So we came back from a long vac and we saw the maize doing well. So I was fascinated since then. I've always loved agri. So when I had the opportunity of coming here, I saw the SAED farm. So I was like, okay, it was in one of our brochures, the SAED farm. So I located it, and Austin was my mentor there. So he was one that introduced me to the SAED farm, the fishes and everything. Taught me all the things. He was a co-member too. He has finished. Yeah, he taught me. He finished February. He taught me all the things I know here. So I, in turn, I'm also teaching the fellow co-members here today. They were also part of the people that helped in the spoken of.
Ome Chidubem Ugo studied history and international relations at the Ebonyi State University. He is poised to embrace farming, especially fishery management, as a career.
I can produce health assistant and I can teach others and also encourage others to do that also.
The core members presented a gift of dried fish produced by them to me.
I present in the farm, SAED farm here, I present the prepared fish roasted to Mr. Otitoju from TVC and his crew for visiting us here and like televising what we do here in the camp to everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Fantastic stuff. Bikio, this SAED actually redefining the whole concept of NYSC.
Yes, we didn't have the opportunity in our time, but those of you who have been able to go through it, you know that you've been really fortunate. You can learn new skills that in a difficult Nigeria could then eventually be what you take as your career. I spoke with some people in Kefi, some of the Corp members, and one of them told me, look, they've taught me interior decoration here. I've always loved interior decoration. Once I leave this camp, it's something that I'm going to pursue at the end of my service year. You know, and there are many like that. There was one that I was even cracking a joke with her. I said, look, if I give you a job in the bank, if I help you secure a job in the bank, would you still say that is this training that you are given that you are going to pursue further as a career? She said yes, that she's not going to work in the bank. So it's a good opportunity. Can you imagine a boy, a Nigeria boy that never knew how to do dry fish on his own? It's now his passion. That small boy is looking for land. If they can give him a piece of land, he's ready to farm. He suddenly become passionate about farming. I was really amazed.
And what he did was actually what we call value addition, because not just rearing fish, not just fish farming, but also adding value to it by making them smoking smoked fish and
very dry and very fine. No, we finished eating this.
It is an irony that those who went to university have to now rely on those who didn't go to university for additional skills. It's obvious that your university certificate alone cannot take you far.
Do it. Yeah.
You know, because we have a lot of graduates, we churn out a lot of graduates every year. The economy cannot absorb all of them. So we have a lot of graduates that are unemployed. So it's important for you to learn additional skills, for you to be able to survive in this kind of economy. So the NYSC is doing something very good, because what they are telling the graduates that, yes, you have your certificate, but you need additional skills to be able to survive when you go out of here. And now they've taught them different skills that will be useful to them in the society. Because if you learn fish farming, it's easy for you to be able to access loans. The Central Bank has a lot of loans, for single-digit loans that you can access. If you go into fashion designing, fashion design is now big business. Fashion designers are doing very well. So what your certificate will do is be able to help you manage the business well, to be able to think and use the social media to be able to market your products and all that. But you need additional skills to survive in this kind of economy that we have now. Your certificate can only take you
in a way.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Bikio, look at China, for instance. We talk about the issue of aptitude, what you can do with your own hands, and that is what SAED is also, meaning to achieve. So, the economy of a country, the impact SMEs will have on the economy of the country.
Yeah, the real engine of
definitely go a long way.
Economy, yes.
So, in the long run, nearest future, what do you see all of the skills, being picked up here and there during NYSC out to the country?
There is a documentary that we are going to run on Wednesday at 8:30 on TVC Insight. You will see many Corp members who have started business of their own, who have employed people, who have now become employers of labor and are making millions. And they've merely benefited from this kind of training. Yes, they benefit from this kind of training. Some of them are into fishery management.
Just within 3 weeks, they are on camp, rather than just wasting away.
Yes, during that period, you just look at this boy, for example, the one on the screen. He told me that he has begun selling adre on the campus, and that was where they taught him. So he had begun even selling to his own colleagues in the camp.
Look at the design he has.
So, some of the people teaching them are ex-Corp members who picked up valuable lessons in the time past in these trainings. So they come and tell them, look, I went through it.
Now I'm on my own. This is the business that I'm doing. This is what is fetching me money. I saw one guy who is into adire making. He's from Kaduna. He told us that, look, I have outlets in different parts of the country. And I am a product of this SAED training. So what further encouragement do you need when you see someone who has gone through it, like who used to be a Corp member, has gone through it, now is the one who has called to train you and is telling you the benefits that are there. If you see the adire class was very large, it's like everybody wanted to learn how to do adire. The same thing with interior decoration, you know. So it's a good thing for our young people, and we can only appeal to the National Assembly to let the NYSC trust fund have its way, because the trust fund will now give Corp members seed money for them to be able to start something with the skills that have been imparted on them.
Yeah. Right, Mayor, final thought. We know currently our universities, they offer courses like engineering and so on and so forth. But if they've got just a common class to build, they outsource it. So what is the need for offering building technologies and all that, and you're not making use of your students?
Yeah, it is because we emphasize theoretical aspect of education than the practical aspect of it. That is why before College of Technologies and Polytechnics were now changed to, brought down to university level. That's why graduates of those institutions are better placed than those who went to the university when it comes to some category like engineering and all that, because they do attachment. In the course of their training, they do 1 year attachment where they actually go and join companies that does those things and see how things are done. Because you cannot stay in the walls of a university and learn how to build houses and build roads. Everything will be theory. So by the time you get to the field, you still have to now learn things. That is why when you go to a construction site, for example, the people who do the core things there are not even graduates. They are people, they are artisans who have learned those things over time and then they understand it. You understand? Because it's not something that you can just come from the classroom and do.
And that's what is playing out on in this side that we're looking at.
Yes. So that is why this is very good. What we need to do is to improve on what is being achieved right now. You understand? In fact, if it is possible, it should be part of the curriculum of this NYSC camp. It should be compulsory. It should not be optional for people to just say, okay, I'm interested in learning this. They should mandate it they should make it mandatory for every Corp member.
Yeah, I think it's actually mandatory, because when I was on camp, it was very, very important that you belong to one side.
You have to belong to
it was actually part of the criteria.
And then, like you said, for us to be able to take it a step further, there must be seed money for those people. Because if you learn something within a camp, for example, and you are not in a position to execute those things, you understand, it's like you are not being trained at all. But if you have seed money, for example, if you learn sheep farming and you fish farming, and you have a seed money to be able to start a little, you can now get a loan from a bank or something to be able to build that business.